So I think that it's really important that it's known that I don't think a lot of organizations know what they are and are allowed and are not allowed to be utilizing and scrubbing and sort of modeling off of. There's fear on the tech side, just speaking as a product person, depending on the conservative nature of the company or the organization or the space that you're in. Like, for example, in my experience, ad tech is not, you know, they're not as worried depending on where you are. If you're in California versus New York, I mean, people are not as concerned about scrubbing that data. You only get certain amount because of cookies and things like that. So people use what they can and extrapolate from what they can, build dummy data from what they can. But in places like telecom, it's really locked down. We're not, people are fearful about what they're allowed to be utilizing, and training data sets are not updated, and like we sort of are operating in an old school way. I kind of wish that we had sort of like summits where best practices and allowances, we have legal, we have tech leaders, we have some big companies that are respected in the area speaking about like use cases, how people are allowed to be using certain types of data, and what people should not be fearful of. Because I do feel that there's a bit of a ceiling, depending on where you are. And I can't build products that my chiefs aren't letting me build. Based off of data that's allowed. And it has nothing to do with the client or the customer. It has everything to do with the organization and the parameters that they set for themselves. And nobody has like privacy and compliance legal sitting in with the CTO and product. I mean, it's super rare. And like people that have general counsel that are available at startups and things like that, they're mostly their jobs are for patent protection, duplication, things like that out in the market versus like privacy and compliance on the tech side, at least from my experience and working in very, very large or multi-billion dollar organizations and tiny, tiny little ones and startup. This is what I've seen. So that's kind of what I wish. It's kind of pie in the sky, but I would love that because I think a lot of people need that education.